Thank you for having me here. So, do you guys know that the B2B digitalization in the F&B industry has not caught up with the B2C revolution, which is already a macro phenomenon? The total addressable market is 120 billion, but the digitalization only accounts for less than 1% in the B2B space. And we know this is a huge opportunity as there are many companies trying to replicate what we do, but we are 24 months ahead of them. Whoever locks in customer quickest and retains them wins. And FMH is winning on both measures. We believe that the F&B B2B digital revolution starts with procurement. Why? Because procurement is the first touch point towards a string of back-end processes leading to payment. I was a restaurant owner, 3 outlets in 2 years. Unfortunately, it failed. Do you know how I placed orders then? WhatsApp, phone calls. And if you ask me how much is my food cost a month, I don't know. Don't my accountant track? Yeah, he does. But there's no visibility of my cost while waiting for him to close the account. I only get my P&L 1.5 months later. And on average, a restaurant has about 70 orders in a month, while suppliers, on the other hand, receive at least 80 orders daily, and many with these incomprehensible handwritten orders via screenshots. So what we are offering is an app powered by AI to digitize order without data entry, to digitize payment via mobile app, to digitize financing within minutes, helping restaurants to control food costs, reduce wastage, while cut down the manual processing work for suppliers. Let me tell you a story about a great customer experience. Our customer, 12 outlets, before using us, they were unaware of that one particular supplier that has been delivering extra goods to them on purpose. And 2 weeks using us, they noticed that there's this irregular trend and nip it in the bud, and boom, 12% reduction in cost. So for us, our key monetization strategy is SaaS. We start off with SaaS, attracting branded restaurants, building our brand in the F&B world. Then introducing payment options, which is a natural flow from procurement. And we consolidate all these payments between restaurants and suppliers. And then moving to supply chain financing, focusing on SME restaurants who are underserved by banks. And even supply chain financing, we could even look into smaller suppliers that needs more working capital and cash flow, and helping them to extend credit terms for the smaller restaurants. So our unfair advantage is that we have this network effect, asset-light model, and SME focused. We have seen so far 4 times the growth in the past year despite the pandemic. We have about 5,000 active users on our platform, consists of restaurants and suppliers with a presence in 6 countries. And our retention rate is up to 87%. Our 5-year goal is to hit 100 times revenue growth with a team consists of ex-restaurateurs, specialists in each of their areas to support this vision. And with our recent Series A+ round, we are looking to continue our expansion in Southeast Asia and make a real impact for the SMEs. Our key investors, Go Venture, which is an arm of Gojek Investment, we are leveraging on their influence to expand our market in Indonesia, extending to, from payment to financing, and then to grow from there to look into the supply chain market. Thank you.
So may I know if you perform any due diligence when you acquire supplier for restaurants?
So at the moment, suppliers that we have is through our restaurants, where when we onboarded the restaurants, they are actually capturing their current suppliers into the platform and do the recurring ordering. So it is not an open loop marketplace like the B2B F&B marketplace that you see out there. This is a closed loop platform where we're focusing on procurement recurring orders. So the restaurants and the suppliers that are capturing in the platform are already suppliers which the restaurants have been purchasing with them.
You're looking for another round of fundraising, 9 million. Where are you going to put the money?
We actually have just closed our Series A+ round earlier in November, just this month. And what we are looking at is we are expanding further into Indonesia, Thailand, and Vietnam. And the money is also to grow our senior management team, as well as building the product feature for enhancing the payment feature, building in the financing feature.
How big is your team at the moment and where are they located?
We have about 121 employees, and they span across Malaysia, Indonesia, Iran, Singapore, Thailand.
I know that one of the biggest bottleneck is the delivery. So a lot of the people on the ground, the delivery guys, may not have access to a lot of the software and hardware tools to match your platform. How are you tackling this problem?
Okay, so in that sense, when I mentioned that we are SLI model, meaning when the restaurants and the suppliers use our software to do the procurement, the suppliers are actually doing the delivery. So how do we say? We are the enabler or the aggregator tool for them. And for them to communicate on this platform where they can see their data real time. So we are not involved in logistics. So we do not want to get into all this logistic part so that we can focus to be asset light and focus on our key core services, the procurement SaaS, B2B payments and financing. Thank you very much.